¿Cómo te pusiste esos jeans?
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the fourth session of the second stretch of the Rediscovering Your Library in the New Normal, the Information Literacy webinar series for UP students. So I'm Toph, okay, one of the reference librarians at the Information Services and Instruction section of the University Library Diliman. I'll be taking over to uh, as your master ceremony for this afternoon. So before we continue, we wish to remind everyone of the following webinar mechanics. First is that this session will be recorded for documentation, evaluation, and dissemination purposes. Please note that by attending the webinar, you permit us to use any form of participation for such purposes. Then, each session will employ a quiz to gauge student learning and award the prize to the winner. The library staff will communicate with the winner. Okay. Third, only enrolled UP students can join the quiz. Winners should provide their UP student number to verify enrollment. Fourth, questions will be collected via the pigeonhole. So I'll be posting the pigeonhole once the session is ongoing. And the questions will be answered during the Q&A portion at the end of each webinar of this webinar session. After the Q&A portion, the evaluation form will appear at the end of the session. Participants must accomplish the form until 15 November 2020. And lastly, digital certificates will be given to participants who have successfully registered using the UP Mail account, participated, and answered the evaluation form. So we have to remember those three requirements to get a digital certificate. Registered using your UP Mail, participation, and answered evaluation form. So if you wish to request a certificate, but you have registered using a different email address, for example, gmail.com, you have to send a proof of UP affiliation to libraryinfo.updiliman@up.edu.ph. I repeat, libraryinfo.updiliman@up.edu.ph. Due to the large volume of participants, expect a considerable delay in the transmission of certificates. Okay, so let's go to our agenda for this afternoon. Maximizing the use of online databases for more comprehensive search is highly encouraged by the library. Today, students will be introduced to 5 commonly visited online databases in this webinar, namely JSTOR, Project MUSE, Taylor & Francis Online, EBSCO Academic Search Complete, and ScienceDirect. Okay, this is very interesting because these are the largest library databases available. Okay, and our speaker would be try to navigate this for you. Okay, so our speaker for this session earned her bachelor's degree in library and information science at the University of the East, Manila, as magna cum laude in 2015. After a year, she passed the licensure examination for librarians and worked at St. Luke's College of Medicine, William H. Memorial Medical Library. Currently, she serves as a college librarian at the UP Diliman main library. She's mostly working with technical services, typically cataloging and other bibliographic processes since the beginning of her career, but also handles reference, instruction, and research support services. She's also a member of the Information Systems Implementation and Technical Support Committee of the UP Diliman Main Library. So this committee is the ones responsible in pilot testing the two-class discovery service, which will be discussed with you on a later session. As part of her professional development, she started taking up her master's degree in the same discipline at the UE Manila Graduate School, wherein she is presently preparing to write her master's thesis. So we're very honored because she's practicing what she will be preaching us to this afternoon. So let's all welcome Miss Michelle Angie Manalo.
Thank you very much, Toph, for the introduction. So, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for attending this afternoon's webinar. No? So, let me just share my screen. Okay. Nakikita na po ba ng malinaw yung aking presentation?
Yes, Mitch.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so for this afternoon, our topic is about the databases that we can access through our remote access, which is AC proxy. So the title of this webinar is Scholarly Resources at Your Fingertips. For the learning objectives, you have to be familiar with the interface of various online databases. You have to learn about the features of online databases, such as how to download full-text articles, generate citations, and save searches, and to learn how to access online databases for off-campus. So to make the session more lively and more engaging, we prepared a short quiz with cool prizes. So these are the mechanics. For the webinar quiz, 5 questions will be posted throughout the presentation. Take note of all of your answers and form a code. Put the said code in the chat box once the presenter key in the signal text answer now. So the sample quiz code can be typed as all caps, no, or lowercase. And then first student to type the correct quiz code after the signal text will get our awesome prizes. So the lucky winner will get an Elsevier bundle. Meron siyang eco bottle, laptop bag, charging cable, eco cutlery set, and a multi-purpose pen, and an additional 200 pesos. So for this afternoon, we will explore these 5 most commonly visited online databases among our subscription. We have JSTOR, Project MUSE, Taylor and Francis Online, EBSCO Academic Search Complete, and ScienceDirect. So these databases are all multidisciplinary databases. Based on the websites of different campuses and on the previous edition of this Information Literacy webinar series, these are the current subscriptions of each UP campus. So for UP Baguio, they have an active subscription to JSTOR and ScienceDirect. They also had subscription to Taylor and Francis Online and EBSCO Academic Search Complete, which expired last July 2020. And then for Cebu, they have JSTOR, Taylor and Francis Online, ScienceDirect, and an active database trial for EBSCO Academic Search Complete. For Diliman, we have an active subscription to all of these 5 databases. For Los Baños, they have Taylor and Francis Online, EBSCO, and ScienceDirect. Meron din silang JSTOR, pero nag-expire na siya ng July. And then for Manila, they have an active subscription to JSTOR, EBSCO, and ScienceDirect. For Mindanao, they have ScienceDirect, OpenU. They have an active subscription to EBSCO Academic Search Complete and ScienceDirect. Meron din silang Taylor and Francis online, pero nag-expire na rin siya ng July 2020. And then lastly, for Visayas, they have ScienceDirect subscription. So for ScienceDirect, accessible siya for all UP system. So kung kahit anong campus kayo enrolled, meron kayong access to ScienceDirect. Okay? So for methods of access, we have two ways to access these online databases. First, we have IP address authentication. So users can access the online databases from within any constituent units using computers connected to its network. And then we also have proxy server, or what we call ECProxy. So ECProxy is the web service that provides remote access using your DILNet username and password. So I hope you will be able to attend Sir Arthur's session tomorrow afternoon. He will be discussing the different methods of accessing online databases remotely, as well as the troubleshooting procedures. So mas magiging comprehensive yung discussion ni Sir Arthur tomorrow for accessing these online databases. So now that most of us are working and studying at home, the best way to access our subscribed e-resources is via ECProxy. So you can access ECProxy through ecproxy.upd.edu.ph. Just use your DILNet account, the ones you are using for CRS, UPD Webmail, and UVLE. If you do not have your DILNet account yet, just contact the University Computer Center at helpdesk@upd.edu.ph. So this will be the landing page of ECProxy. You just have to type the ecproxy.upd.edu.ph and then log in using your DILNet account. You have to be enrolled to access these online databases. Once you log in, the list of electronic databases will be presented to you. So there are links to these multidisciplinary databases. Makikita nyo dyan yung Academic Search Complete, JSTOR, Project MUSE, ScienceDirect, and Taylor and Francis Online. So the electronic databases are arranged alphabetically. So for our first database, we have JSTOR. So JSTOR is a highly selective digital library of academic content in many formats and disciplines. The collections include top peer-reviewed scholarly journals as well as respected literary journals, academic monographs, research reports from trusted institutes, and primary sources. So currently, this is the subscription coverage for JSTOR. We have JSTOR Arts and Sciences Collection 1 to 11 and JSTOR Business 1, 2, and 4. JSTOR also supports full-text keyword searching across all of the content. It generally includes all the content from articles, books, and pamphlets cover to cover. And the default setting for search result is to show matches for only content licensed or purchased by library, but a researcher may choose to change the setting for their own session. So later on our demo, I will show you those features of JSTOR. So searching through JSTOR, you can use the basic search. Just place words within quotation marks to search for exact phrases. You can also use Boolean operators like and or to combine terms. Just make sure that your Boolean operators are capitalized, just to emphasize that they are Boolean operators. And then you can also search for spelling variations like labor or labor with the letter U. In JSTOR, you can also use advanced searching. Just use the drop-down menus to search within specific fields. You can set the field to title, author, subject, or others. You can also use Boolean operators like and then or, and use the narrow results option to focus on your search. So under narrow results, you can set the item type if you like to have articles only or books only, and then language and others. So if you access JSTOR through EasyProxy, this is the landing page. So at the upper part, you can see the access badge. It says access provided by Universidad ng Pilipinas Diliman. It means that you are using JSTOR using our subscription. So now I will be sharing my browser so we can have a demo. So earlier, I logged in my DILNet account in our EasyProxy. So, Toff, clear po ba yung aking EasyProxy?
Yes, Mitch.
Okay.
So, i-zoom mo ng 125 to 150%.
Okay.
Kung kaya.
Yan. So, 150 na siya. Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Okay. So, let's just look for JSTOR. There. So, using JSTOR, you can log in using your account if you already have an account. If none, pwede kayo mag-register using this button. So, for me, let's just log in my account first. Okay, in JSTOR, you can use your Google account. So, pwedeng hindi na kayo gumawa ng another account in JSTOR. So, I will be logging in using my UP mail. Okay, once you're logged in, you will see your name at the upper right part of the screen. So, there. So, first, let's just try the basic searching. So, let's search for example, food studies. Okay. Medyo nanibago ako kay JSTOR kasi parang nag-iba yung font style niya. But anyway, so if you key in a keyword using basic search, ito yung magiging landing page niya. So you have a total of 400 plus search results for food studies. At the left side of the screen, you will see your facets, which you can use to limit your searches. You can limit your search by academic content if you want to look for journals only, book chapters, and research reports. You can also set the primary source content, serials, documents, books. You can also set your date range. And then if you are familiar with the subjects listed here, you can also pick those. And then this is the default setting that we mentioned earlier. So the access type is by default content I can access. So if you want to have the results like open access and others that we do not have a subscription to, you can click all content. So for each result, you will see these buttons here. You can download the PDF file right away. You can save this material and you can generate some citations. If you click the result, let's try this one, the second one. There. you will be able to see the full text file and then other important information at the left side of the screen. You can also share this one to Facebook, Twitter, and email. You can save this to your workspace. So if you click save, this article will be saved to your workspace. So workspace, siya yung pinaka-folder ni JSTOR. So let's click workspace. And then a prompt will appear here. So we can look into our workspace. And then you will be able to see your saved searches. So meron ako dyan mga na-save na nung mga nakaraan. So for each article, you will be able to add notes. You can generate citations and export citation if you are using reference managers like Mendeley. You can also share this material to your classmates. So we have a limit of 10 email addresses separated by a comma. And then you can also include a short message. Then you just have to click send. Then of course, you can always remove the articles if di nyo na siya kailangan. So, if you are not logged in using your JSTOR account, you will be able to use your workspace, pero good for 2 days lang. So, if you want to save these articles for a long time, just log in using your JSTOR account. You can also create a folder to organize your articles. Okay, so I have here a folder for assignments, for example. Okay. So let's go back to the main page. So JSTOR launched a new feature, which is called Text Analyzer. So let's just click Text Analyzer. So it can show you some recommendations, some related articles by just dragging and dropping your available PDF file. So let's just wait for this one to load. Okay, so let's try to drag and drop a document here. Okay, once JSTOR analyze the document that you've uploaded, it will generate some recommendations that are related to your article. So you can see the prioritized terms here, some identified terms, and of course the results that are mostly related to your uploaded document. Okay. So now let's go back to my slide. Okay, so back up ko lang to kung sakaling hindi mag-load si text analyzer. So nag-load naman siya.
Review ka.
Tough?
Naka-present review ka.
Okay. Ulitin ko lang ulit siya. Okay, for our first webinar quiz question, what JSTOR tool can help you save, organize, and share your sources? Letter A, folder. Letter B, workspace. Letter C, book bag. So you have 12 seconds to answer. Just pick the correct letter of the answer. Okay, so moving forward, our next database is the Project MUSE. So Project MUSE offers full text, current, and archival articles from 600 plus scholarly journals from major university presses, covering literature and criticism, history, performing arts, cultural studies, education, philosophy, political science, gender studies, and more. So currently, we have a subscription to language, linguistics, and humanities. Oops. So Project Muse offers 100 full-text versions of scholarly journals. It also includes 3,300 open access books. It also offers open access journals, pero mas kaunti siya. I think they have 4 titles lang for journals that are open access. When we say open access, these are resources that are freely available. You don't have to log in or you don't have to have a subscription to be able to access these materials. And once content goes online in Muse, it stays online permanently. So if you access Project Muse using Easy Proxy, this will be your landing page. You can see the access badge at the upper left portion of the screen, access provided by University of the Philippines. So now let's go to my browser to have a short demo on Project Muse. So using Easy Proxy, let's just look for Project Muse. There. So using Project Muse, you can also log in using your My Muse account. So just click this button at the upper right portion of the screen. And then if you do not have a My Muse account, you need to register first. If you have already an account, just log in using your My Muse account. Okay, so maganda na mina-maximize natin yung mga login features ng bawat database for us to personalize our searches and organize the articles that we are interested. There. So using Project Muse, you can search using basic search, browsing search, and advanced search. So let's just wait for Project Muse to load. So the basic search box is this one. And then if you want to browse materials according to journal titles, book titles, and publisher, you can click this browse button. The advanced search is located at the somewhere here. Wait lang natin siya mag-load ng konti. So as you scroll down, you will see the books that are available, some Muse news, okay, and other information here at the bottom part. So for now, let's just try the basic searching. So for example, you want to look for online learning. So for online learning, we have these results. At the left side of the screen, you will see your facets to limit your searches. Unlike JSTOR, ang default ni Project Muse is all content. So if you want to access materials that you have access to, just click this only content I can access. Okay, you can also set the content type if you want books or journals only. You can click those. If you are familiar with these publishers, you can click those. And then series and journal title and author, language, and some research area. And of course, the publication year. You can set this one to this year, last 2 years, so on. Okay. For each result, makita nyo yung icon na ito. Check mark, meaning we have full access to this content. If you see the free icon, meaning it is an open access resource. If you see a padlock icon, meaning we do not have an access to those materials, meaning they are not covered by our subscription. So if you click one result, you can download the material using the download button. You can save this one to your account and view some citations. Okay. So within this journal, this article is published within India e-service journal. So you can search within this journal if you are interested. Just use the search box. You can share this article to your social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, and others. You can also send this as an email to your friends. And if you scroll down, you will see the HTML full text of the article. Okay. So, nag-load na siya. Pag click natin tong menu, you can see the advanced search here if you want to use advanced search. Okay. Let's go back to the main page. Okay. So lastly, I will show you how to browse some open access resources here. So if you scroll down at the bottom part of the site, you will see open access. Just click open access. And then if you encounter this error, you just have to click advance and then click the link to the project Muse. Okay, so if you click open access, you can click this link, open access content. And then you can browse all open access content on Muse. So majority of the open access resources in MUSE are books. So for journals, they only have 4 titles that are open access. Okay? There. So let's just go back to my PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so for the second question for our webinar quiz, Project Muse offers open access resources from letter A, journals and books, letter B, journals only, letter C, books only. Okay, so moving forward, for our third online database, we have Taylor and Francis. Taylor and Francis Online is the home of over 2,700 online journals across science, technology and medicine, and social sciences, arts, and humanities. So currently, we have a subscription to the social sciences and humanities collection package. So it includes some subjects like education, library information science, mental health and social care, psychology, and others. And you can also access the Taylor and Francis Science and Technology Library package through College of Engineering. So if you are a College of Engineering student, you can access that Taylor and Francis package. So majority of academic articles are available in both HTML and PDF format. HTML is considered to be the most accessible format. They also have an e-reader functionality that delivers live content in EPUB format within the web browser on any device. So the content will adjust automatically according to your device. If you are using a mobile phone or desktop, so it will adjust automatically using e-reader. And then they also have read speaker, the text to speech listen widget at the top of the article page that can be used to listen to written content. So later I will show you how that read speaker works. So now let's just go to Taylor and Francis. Okay, if you access Taylor and Francis online using Easy Proxy, this will be your landing page. Makita nyo rin yung access badge at the upper part of the site. Access provided by University of the Philippines, Diliman. Taylor and Francis Online also has a login feature. If you already have an account at Taylor and Francis Online, just click login. You can always use your UP Mail account in logging in or creating an account on these databases. Okay. So here you can see the basic search box and the advanced search box. If you scroll down, you can explore journals and articles by subject. You can click your subjects here. They also post their trending research. And some news and announcements. Okay. So let's search for example, economic crisis. Okay, so for economic crisis, you have a total of 700,000 plus results. You also have your filters here at the left side. You can set your access type to only show content I have full access to. Just to be sure that the results have a PDF file that you can download. You can also set the subject, the publisher or the journal, and then publication date. Okay. So here you can download a total of 20 PDF files at the same time. So you just have to click your articles and you can download them at the same time using this download PDF button here. So a total of 20, but it will always depend on the download limit that we have for our system. So we have a total of 200 MB for every 2 hours. So applicable siya to all online databases. So if you already download a total of 200 MB and Taylor and Francis online, you have to wait for another 2 hours to regain your download limit and download other articles at other online databases. Okay, so if you are interested in this search result, you can click the save this search. So every time that you will be searching through Taylor and Francis online, nakasave na tong particular search na to and you don't have to type again your keyword. You can also set the frequency of alerts, never daily, weekly, and monthly. Okay, and then click save searches. Okay. So as you can see, meron siyang icon dito na check mark, meaning we have full access to those articles. No, so if we click one result, you will be redirected to this page. So you can navigate the content of this particular article using these tabs. You can see the full article if you want figures and data, references, and others. And then, of course, the PDF download button. You can also check the content using this outline at the left side of the screen. And then this is the read speaker or the listen widget. So if you click this one, listen, you will be redirected to another page where you can listen to the audio file of that particular article.
Articles.
Okay, so I hope
The
you
economic
can
crisis and
hear the audio file.
recovery, reconstruction, and cultural studies.
You can also download its MP3 file using this button, download button. Okay. So there. If you want to check your saved searches, you can go to your account. Here at the upper right part of the site, click account settings. And then go to save searches. So you just have to run these searches if you want to look for the articles that you see. Okay? Just click run. Okay, so let's go back to my presentation. So for the next question, in Taylor and Francis Online, You can download up to how many PDF files at the same time? Letter A, 20 PDF files, letter B, 25 PDF files, and letter C, 30 PDF files. Okay. Next, we have EBSCO Academic Search Complete. So Academic Search Complete is the world's most valuable and comprehensive scholarly multidisciplinary full-text database with more than 3,700 active full-text, non-open access journals, magazines, and trade publications, of which over 3,200 are peer-reviewed journals. In addition, there are more than 350 full-text books and monographs and more than 75,000 videos from the Associated Press that are accessible in EBSCO Academic Search Complete. So currently, we have this subscription coverage. We have Art and Architecture Source, Business Source, Ultimate, ERIC, Greenfile, Library Information Science Technology Abstracts, Primary Research, and others. So EBSCO Academic Search Complete has a superior full-text back files, contains journals and magazines with full-text back to 1975 or further. It also offers useful tools for research like Save to Google Drive feature, Permalink, and others. They also launched their mobile app, which is the EBSCO mobile app, so you can download that application at Apple Store and Google Play Store. Okay. So currently, their mobile app hosts journal articles, but they are working on to include their ebooks. Okay? So ngayon, kung i-access nyo si mobile app ni EBSCO, journal articles pa lang yung ma-access nyo. So if you access EBSCO Academic Search Complete using our easy proxy, this will be your landing page. Naka-set na dyan yung Academic Search Complete as your database. But you may choose other databases like ERIC, Food Science Source, and others. Okay? So here in our list, Academic Search Complete is at the top. So let's just click Academic Search Complete. There are two ways to access Academic Search Complete. No? So first, you can go to Easy Proxy, and the other one is through our main library website. So our main library website is mainlib.upd.edu.ph. If you scroll down, you will see our search box here located at the right side of the website. You can enter your keyword, for example, public opinion, and then you just have to set this field to subscribe e-resources, and then click search. Okay. So once you access the EBSCO Discovery Service, just click this one, log in for full access. If you are already logged in Easy Proxy, magre-reload lang siya. So to set this one to Academic Search Complete, just scroll down and look for the content provider located at the left side of the screen. Just click Content Provider. And then To sort this result alphabetically, just click this name button. Okay, so this is the Academic Search Complete. So now all of the results will be coming from the Academic Search Complete database only. So if you want to limit your search more, you can use source types, subject. Hello?
Can you zoom the web page a bit
Okay.
so
Okay.
may see them more clearly? Thank you very much.
Oops. I just set it to 125. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Thank you. Okay. So you can set your subject, then publisher, publication, language, geography, and as we mentioned earlier, the content provider. So for each result, you have your PDF full text and HTML full text button if you are already interested to this academic journal or article. If you want to learn more, but you don't want to click the result, you can hover your mouse here at this button, and then you can see the bibliographic information or detailed record of the said article. You can also read the abstract from here. Okay? And then if you are interested to save this particular research, you can click this button. So it will add to your folder. So your folder is located here at the upper right part of the screen. So to personalize, to organize your searches, you have, of course, to sign in. So let's just sign in first. Okay, in EBSCO, you can use your UP Mail account, no, para hindi na kayo gagawa ng another account under EBSCO. So just click sign in with Google. Okay. So let's try to click one article, and I will show you the features and other tools that you can use in EBSCO. So you can see the detailed information here, and then the HTML full text or the PDF full text button at the left side. At the right side, you will see some tools. This is the Google Drive feature of EBSCO. So if you click that one, you can save this article, including its detailed information or record, and the PDF full text in your Google Drive. So, di ko na siya itatry kasi medyo matagal. Pero kapag nag-login kayo using your Google Drive, automatically mag-create siya ng folder na may pangalang EBSCO, and doon mapupunta lahat ng mada-download nyo or masasave nyo na PDF full text and detailed record of a particular article. So you can also print this material, you can email, you can save. So if you click save, masasave siya sa kung anumang device yung gamit nyo, kung desktop or phone. And then you can also generate some citations. Ayan. So medyo maraming available na citation dito, but always check the citations, no? And then you can also create note, permalink. If you want to be redirected to this exact result, you can save the permalink of this article. And then meron din siyang listen feature. So you can listen to the audio file of this article. Okay. And then translation is also available. You just have to choose language. Okay? So, di pa siya nagpe-play. Di pa siya naririnig. Anyway, you can look for the audio file here. Okay.
Mitch, baka say hindi ka naka-share audio.
Pero wala pa din ako naririnig sa end ko. Siguro, naglo-load pa siya. Pero kanina, yung nag-play ako sa Taylor and Francis, narinig ba? Yung audio?
Hindi rin.
Hindi rin. Okay.
Kasi on yung Pero one click lang yan, okay lang yan.
Okay. Anyway, you can check the audio file here if it's available. Okay. So now we can go back to my slide. Okay, for the next question, the EBSCO Google Drive tool allows you to save the following information about an article. Letter A, detailed record. Letter B, HTML, PDF full text. Letter C, all of the above. Okay, time's up. Lastly, we have ScienceDirect. So ScienceDirect is the world's largest electronic collection of science, technology, and medicine full text and bibliographic information with over 2,500 scholarly journals, including over 250 fully open access publications and 39,000 reference books. So currently, we have these subjects that are covered in our subscription. We have arts and humanities, chemical engineering, chemistry, decision sciences, energy engineering, and others. So you can check for this information using our main library website. ScienceDirect provides access to historical packages of journals published prior to 1995. It has over 1.2 million articles that are open access, and ScienceDirect offers topic pages which help researchers on the path to the discovery by connecting them to key topics and critical context sources that are vital to their understanding. So now let's access ScienceDirect using our easy proxy access. So there. Okay, so ScienceDirect also has a login feature located here at the upper right part of the screen. Just click sign in or register. Oops, sorry. Okay. Once you're logged in, you will see your name at the upper right part of the screen. Okay. So they also have a basic search box and advanced searching. So let's try to search for blended learning. And then, by default, nakaset siya to contents that you have access. So you can see the icon full text access. So you can download the full text version of those research articles. They also have a passet, no, to limit your searches. You can set the article type, publication title, subject areas, and access type. Open access and open archive. If you click a result, you can see its full text here if you scroll down. And then you can navigate the content of the article using this outline. You have this outline, figures, and tables if available. You can download this material using this download PDF button. You can share to your email, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Reddit. You can also export some formats to save this to your Mendeley if you have one, RefWorks, and others. They also has a list of recommended articles. So related to yung mga articles na to your search or to this particular article. Okay? So I mentioned earlier that they have this topic pages. So yung topic pages currently you cannot access that feature from the main site. So you have to type the URL. It's sciencedirect.com/topic/index. So these pages provide concept definitions and subject overviews for researchers who want to expand their knowledge about scholarly and technical terms. Each synopsis provides a series of short authoritative excerpts from highly relevant book chapters written by subject matter experts in the field. So helpful siya kasi mas malilimit nyo yung search nyo kung saan bang field or saan bang subject talaga siya. So for example, you are looking for online learning. If you type online learning using our basic search, lahat ng online learning articles related to this subjects will be given to you. But if you use the topic pages, you can choose, no? If online learning in computer science, online learning in psychology, kung dyan lang kayo interested, pwede na agad malimit yung search nyo. So let's try to click this online learning in social sciences. Now, abstract and synopsis will be given to you para makapagbasa muna kayo regarding your topic. Ayan. So if you're interested, you can click this button view chapter and mariredirect na kayo dun sa particular article na yun. Okay? So if you want to browse the materials in ScienceDirect by journals and books, you can use this button, journals and books. And then all of the journal titles and book titles will be given to you here. Okay? So now, for our last question, for our webinar quiz. This feature of ScienceDirect provides concept definitions and subject overviews for researchers who want to expand their knowledge about scholarly and technical terms. Letter A as the solutions, letter B as the title list, and letter C as the topic pages. Okay, time's up. So now, okay. So, open ko lang yung aking chat box. So, ready na ba kayo sa ating correct answer? Wait lang po ah. Lagay ko lang yung signal text. Ulitin na lang natin. May mga nag-send na eh. So, 1, 2, 3, go! So, may nagsasagot pa po ba? So, reveal muna natin yung correct answers. So, the correct answers is letters B, A, C, C. Okay, so we have workspace for JSTOR, journals and books for Project MUSE, 20 PDF files you can download at the same time for Taylor and Francis. All of the above, you can save the detailed record and PDF full text to your Google Drive, and of course, we have SD topic pages. So the winner is Miss Elise. Correct ba, Tof? From my view, si Miss Elise.
Ano, I'll check kung ano yung email niya.
Okay. So, tama, no? Si Miss Elise. So, congratulations, Miss Elise. Meron kayong Elsevier bundle in 200 pesos. So, kukontak na lang po namin kayo for your prize. Congratulations, Miss Elise. Okay. So, I'll just stop share.
Okay, so
Okay.
thank you very much, Mitch, for a very informative session on our online resources. So I hope that everyone has a glimpse of at least a glimpse of how we could navigate these databases. This is very important, especially for those who are doing their academic papers, you know. And we're going to have an academic break next week, I suppose. So please take time to navigate these resources as well. So let me share my screen for the questions that we have gathered for the session. So go. And I hope that everyone can see uh, my 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 screen. Okay. So the first question here is, can anyone with a UP email create a DLNet account? I think this is a credential question.
You can create a DLNet account. Pero yung access nyo, magdedepend siya sa inyong status, sa CR status nyo. Kung for students, kung kayo man ay enrolled, ayan, magagamit nyo yung inyong DLNet account for easy proxy to access online databases.
Okay. And to add, the DILNet is a service of for UP Diliman. So for other CUs, unfortunately, we cannot provide you access to DILNet. But with some of the databases, such as ScienceDirect, you have you can use your UP mail to register for a ScienceDirect account. Okay, for you to have access. as with other databases which your constituent university might have access, you have to contact your respective university library, okay, for instructions. They're the best people. They're the best uh, people to know to answer your remote access. Okay, so the next question here is how long can you store about JSTOR? How long can you store your files in your workplace in JSTOR? Uh, like, is there a space limit? Just going to lessen to zoom out a bit so that my screen would not look awkward. Okay.
Okay.
Is there a limit to how many articles you can store in your workplace as well? Is there then there's a follow up here. Is there space limit for the workspace?
Ayan. So, for the question of how long can you store your files, as long as you're actively using your JSTOR, hindi mawawala yung mga files or mga articles na sinave nyo kay workspace. For the limit, hindi ako masyadong familiar, no? Kung may limit ba, kung gaano kadami. Pero pwede naming itanong sa aming, kanino ba? Tof. Kay representative from JSTOR, no, kung ano ba yung limit natin for workspace.
Yeah, we'll get back to you.
Medyo hindi ako familiar eh.
Firm with JSTOR on the limits, of the workspace. Okay. So next question is there a this is I think for Project Muse, is there a difference between the green check button and the free button in its search results?
So for Project Muse, if you see the green check button, it means you have a full access to that particular article or resource. If you see the free button or the OA button, it means that it is open access. So basically wala naman siyang difference when it comes to access. Pwede nyo siyang ma-download, pwede nyo siyang ma-read yung full version of the article kapag ganun yung icon niya. So for access, wala namang problema. Pareho lang yun. Pareho lang na accessible siya to us.
Yon. Okay, thank you for that. No. Yeah. The free ones are like open access resources. No. So you can use both. No. By the way, they're all reliable naman.
Yes.
Okay. So another inquiry here is, what if we wanted to look for resources written or published by Filipino writers or publishers? Do you have any recommendations?
So for Filipino writers and publishers, maybe you can check the UPD online journals, no, Tof? So
Yeah.
yes, doon marami kayong makikitang mga local resources. So it also offers full text version of each article. So readily available, pwede nyo ma-download as PDF file yung mga articles in UPD journals online.
Yeah. And if you know like Filipino authors that you're sought after, you could just type their names in the databases, to search, we also like offer, what else? Well, later on we're going to have a database specifically for Filipiniana research, but that would take time. Okay. Next, I think this one has been answered
Yes.
earlier. This one, in EBSCO Academic Search Complete, can we save the audio file as well?
Yes, in EBSCO, you can download the file. You can save it to your device. No, as long as available yung audio file niya, kasi hindi lahat ng articles or ng materials kay EBSCO merong available na audio file or listen widget.
Okay, thank you very much for that answer. Okay, there's one last question here. Good afternoon. Can we able to request for the account and access for my MUSE account, JSTOR, and how? So uh, they are currently enrolled as a graduate student.
Ayan. So, for my MUSE account, JSTOR, and other accounts na napakita ko kanina, you can create an account on your own. No? So, no need to request it from us. You can click the register button on each website or each database, and then you can create your own account. Or, for others, you can just use your Google account. So, log in using your Google account. Pwede yun. So, you can use your UP Mail account or your personal Gmail account.
Okay, so thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
the questions. Are there more questions that you would like to ask? In the chat box, as far as I see, I don't see any questions. If you still have questions, I'll be like calling once, calling twice to to uh, to uh, to to uh, to get some questions.
Ayan, Tof, merong isa sa chat box.
Okay, is there a possibility that we rewatch this webinar again? I think this one I should answer. Yes. Uh, you can keep the live streaming link right now. Uh, by clicking the custom live streaming service on the top part of the meeting window. Click copy the streaming link. Then that link is permanent. Okay, but later on when we polish the video recording, we will re-upload it on YouTube, but it will be available on the main library website, mainlive.upd.edu.ph. Okay. Oh, another question. For other UP campuses, paano po kami makaka-login? Sorry, naka-dual monitor ako kaya para kung nakatingala sa langit. Paano po kami makaka-login sa libraries like JSTOR kung pang UPD lang po ang Gilnet?
Ayan, I'm not so sure kung meron silang parang easy proxy, no, to access the online databases remotely. Familiar ka ba, Tof, kung meron silang ganong system for their online databases?
UP Los Baños has open Athens.
Okay.
You have to check with them if the resources are available or on that campus, no? Kasi naka-package yung subscription. So, for example, for UP Diliman, we're subscribed to Arts and Sciences 1 to 10, then and Business and Economics 1 to 4 yata, no? I think it's not the same with other CUs, okay? But later on, no, with talks with the UP system, we might have a system-wide subscription to some of the databases discussed today. Yeah.
Yan. In addition naman, no, kung enrolled students naman sila, pwedeng-pwede kayong mag-request from us. Just course your request through your respective university library if you want to access materials from JSTOR and other databases na meron kaming subscription. Pwede kayong request sa amin, mag-send ng request, and we'll try our best to obtain a copy of those materials.
Oo nga. Tama. You have ultimately you have to talk with your respective university libraries or college, or if you're in UP Diliman, your respective college unit college library to facilitate request for access to certain databases.
Yes.
Sige. Actually, I guess, kailangan ko po, yeah, tama. Ayun. So, is there any more questions?
Yan, may announcement ata si ma'am. The chat box.
Ayan. So, we're processing subscription to JSTOR for the whole UP system. So, this is what I'm basically talking about earlier. No, there are talks with the UP system for system-wide subscription some of the databases. No. As of now, ScienceDirect ang meron.
Yes.
No. And siguro i-add ko na lang din doon sa nagtanong kung anong Filipinian na Filipino publishers or authors. You can check out Scopus. No? Part siya ng subscription natin sa ScienceDirect. Then you could search by institutions, for example, UP Diliman or UP as a whole. No, you can search for publications, no, depending on the institution, then by subject, no. And there's a webinar session for faculty which you can watch on our website. Okay. Yeah. So come on, we still have like 7 minutes to go. We can still access your about if you could ask anything on the pigeonhole or on the chat box. Calling once, calling twice. Nagtatanong. Anyway, so if you don't have questions, you for now, you can you may now start answering the feedback form, posted in the chat box. Okay, so click on the link so you can start answering the feedback form. This is one of the requirements for you to get a certificate if you need one. Okay. And there would be still 3 sessions, 2 for tomorrow and 1 on Friday. So I hope that we hope that we could see you in these sessions as well. If you haven't registered for those sessions, you may register at in the main library website. Okay, so there's a banner for the rediscovering your library, the new normal information literacy webinar series for UP students. So please do register for those sessions. Okay? Let's see. Kaya, titingnan ko kung ma-retrieve ko yung link. No? Thank you. Sana tama yung link. Oh, good. Ma'am Rai has type the, yeah, there you go. It's mainlive.upd.edu.ph/2020 webinars for students. So there's still 3 sessions to go. I hope that we could see you there. And please answer the feedback form so we can improve our information literacy initiatives of the University Library Diliman. And I hope and thank you, Mitch, for this session. Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
And we hope to see you tomorrow morning. Mabuhay po tayong lahat at ingat po sa bantayan.
Thank you.
Thank you.